Hello and welcome to another video today brought to you by Marcus's Corner. I'm Marcus Boston. I'm going to talk with you about our vacation stay.
Who's Marcus Boston?
Okay, the loud lady in the back, this is my wife, Renee. We are going to talk with you today about our stay here at Montego Bay, Jamaica, and we are at the Hilton Rose Hall. And I talked about this earlier in a video that I did a couple of weeks ago, about a month or two ago, with my brother on a cruise review. And so I want to talk with you about our experience here. This is an all-inclusive resort, and so if you are thinking about booking or you're thinking about coming here for a vacation with your family, I just want to give you some of our thoughts and our experience on this trip. Now what I'm going to do is I'm on a pier right now, okay, and I think you kind of see a little bit of it behind me. Yeah, all right, and so I'm gonna spin the camera around so you can kind of see. I'm gonna try to give you a good shot of the entire property. It's a pretty big property. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of beachfront. So let's go in. Guys, I hope I'm getting everything.
Make sure you show them the mountains in the background.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. All right, so yeah, I hope that that aspect of it did show up and it was okay. But when we got here, we've been here now for about, what, 7 days?
Yes.
We've been here about 7 days, and on our trip coming in, what we did is we had my wife, Renee, she had some individuals on one of her Facebook groups who gave her the information of a transportation company, and we took them from the airport to the property, and we had really no problems at all. It's a short ride. It was maybe, what, 10 minutes? I think it's 10-15 minute ride from the airport here to the property. And so when we got to the property, we were greeted with happy faces and people were cool beverages. People were excited to see us. Our check-in went smooth. We had no issues with check-in. Now, because we did get here early, because we were early, what we did have to do is we had to wait for our room a little bit. We had to wait for a little bit for our room to become available. And so in the meantime, what we did is we just went out to the little patio area, had some drinks, relaxed and things like that. They took our luggage, so we didn't have to hold all of that.
Remember, guys, check-in usually for hotels is 4 o'clock. So we were here about, what, 1:30, 2 o'clock?
Yeah.
So we were here way early than standard check-in.
Yeah, we were here early, and they did accommodate us. We didn't have to wait till the 4 o'clock.
No, we didn't. I think the room was ready at 3.
The room was ready about 3 o'clock for us. And so our check-in went smooth. Once we got to our room, the rooms are pretty standard. Nothing out of the ordinary in regards to the room. Balconies, most have balconies.
I think all have balconies or patios
on
the ground floor. But the key is, you gotta let everybody know, is every room has a view. Whether you have a partial view to the mountains or a full view of the mountains, a full view of the pool area or the beach area, every single room in this property has some sort of view.
Yeah, and that was a big thing for us, that there are views here at the resort. Now, as it pertains to the resort itself, just the physical aspects of it, this is an older resort, okay? It's an older resort, and it's probably, from the hotel aspect, it's probably one of the smaller ones, one of the more smaller ones that we visited. But with that said, and it's like I said, it's a little older property. But with that said, it is clean, very clean. They have done some renovations, you can tell. But cleanliness, which is important to us when we're spending money like this for this stuff. The staff, helpful. Everyone has smiles. They greet you. Try to make sure that you're having a very good stay. And so for us, that's really important. And I would give them a major thumbs up on that aspect of things. Moving from the property itself to food, because it's all inclusive, food and alcohol. I'll just say I have had a lot of alcohol on this trip.
You've had a lot of food too.
Yeah, you can't see. I've had a lot of food too. The food here has been really good. I mean, for it to be an all-inclusive resort, food has really,
because usually
it's been good.
Because they have to make so much food in such great quantities that sometimes the quality suffers a little bit. But here I have had no problem with anything.
Yeah, we've had no problem on the food aspect. I know there's been some reviews that we did see. Some people were complaining a lot about food. For us, it didn't go down like that. The main dining buffet, where you can get breakfast, they serve breakfast in the morning from,
I think 7.
I think it's like
10 or
7 to 10:30 or something like that in the morning for breakfast. Then of course they turn everything over for lunch around noon to about what?
I think it was 4:30.
4:30?
It was fairly late.
Okay, so it's fairly late for lunch. And then, of course, then you'll start again at around 6:30, I believe, 6:30 for dinner. So that's the main buffet aspect of things. There are also,
and then the main buffet did close about, I think, 10:30.
Yeah,
10 or 10:30.
Main buffet closes about 10:30. In addition to that, there are some specialty restaurants here on the property. Now, this is the thing about the specialty. If you want to do that, make sure that you do those. You got to do reservations for the specialty dining. Okay, so you just got to understand. Do your reservations. You're not going to just be able to. At least it wasn't in our experience. People were able to just show up and go in. Especially if it was a full night.
Right, and I'll say one thing about the reservations. When we got here, after we checked into our room, I came down to the reservation desk and made reservations for the seafood restaurant for one night. She had plenty of reservations open. I did the reservation on Monday for a Friday reservation. So they'll work with you, and I'm not sure if you can, because you can't do it online, I'm not sure if you can call in advance before you leave or check in with the hotel staff before you arrive in order to book all your reservations before you come to a property, whether it's this one or another, all inclusive with specialty dining.
Yeah, so that part of it was good. Specialty dining, we were able to do that. As it pertains to the outdoor experience, like I said, if you're the type of person and you like outdoors, this is really good. There's a nice sized beach on the property, plenty of chairs to lounge around, towels, all of that. You know, that part of it was important for us too, because we want to spend a lot of time outside. And as I showed in the other video, I'm gonna kind of move the camera a little bit again for some more of the beach aspect of things. Yeah. So if that beach thing is important to you, that is there. In addition to that, there is a lazy river on this property, which is a nice touch. Now, it's not going to be a lazy river that's the size of, like, you know, Hilton Bonnet Creek in Orlando, Florida on a Disney property. It's not that big, but it is a lazy river. It does, in my opinion, get the job done, allows you to relax and be able to go with the flow and have fun. So, you know, to wrap up our opinions, or at least my opinion on this property, I would think that if you're looking to book here, I don't think you can go wrong. I think it's a nice property. I think the value for what you pay and for what you get is definitely within that price point.
Oh, yeah.
in that price range. We saw a lot of families, a lot of children are here on these types of here at this resort, so it is child friendly. If you're looking for more of that secluded, just adults only type of feel, I don't think this is probably going to be the spot for you.
No, I doubt it is, but there are some adult only properties on the island.
Yeah, there are adult only properties on the island. This is just not one of them. But you know, if you're looking to have a good time with friends or family or whatever you're looking to do, I think that you should really give this property. You should give it a shot. I would say out of this one, and I know we did the Malaya a few years ago. I think they're pretty neck and neck. Both properties have they have pros and cons about them. So, you know, I think that this is one of those that is really good for an all-inclusive. Anything else, Renee, before we get out of here?
You touched on the check-in, the room cleanliness, the property cleanliness. These guys taking. I was out here earlier this morning, and they actually had digging and they were moving. What's that?
Bulldozer. They have,
No, the little mossy stuff that's on the
the seaweed.
Seaweed,
You know,
there
all
you
that,
go.
yeah.
So they were removing that kind of stuff, and they actually took the time and effort to go through, straighten up all the chairs and getting everything organized before people came out for the day to enjoy the beach.
All right. So, all right, guys, that's going to be it for today's video here in Marcus's Corner. We will see you next time. Take care.